All right, now that we've conquered the FAFSA submission process, let's talk about what happens next. This is where things get exciting because we're getting closer to discovering what college will actually cost your family. First, let's clarify the difference between two important documents you'll receive. The FAFSA confirmation page appears immediately after submission. It's basically a thanks for your application receipt. The FAFSA submission summary comes a few days later after your application has been processed. When you submit your FAFSA, you'll immediately see this confirmation page. It shows an estimated student aid index and potentially estimated Pell Grant eligibility. The key word here is estimated. These numbers might change during processing. Don't make any decisions based on this page alone. But after a few days, usually 3 to 5 business days, your FAFSA will be processed. The student, not the parent, will receive an email notification with instructions to access their FAFSA submission. This is where you'll see your official student aid index. To access this summary, the student should log into the studentaid.gov website, go to their dashboard, and look under My Activities. Parents, your student will need to share this with you. You won't receive this information directly, even if you helped complete the FAFSA. The most important number in this summary is your Student Aid Index, or SAI. This used to be called the Expected Family Contribution, or EFC, but they renamed it to more accurately reflect what it is, an index number used by colleges to determine aid eligibility. Here's the critical part. Your SAI is not what you'll pay for college. I repeat, this is not your bill. Instead, colleges subtract your SAI from their cost of attendance to determine your eligibility for need-based financial aid. Let me show you how this works with a real example. Let's say your student's SAI is $15,000. If they apply to a college with a cost of attendance of $50,000, their demonstrated financial aid would be $35,000. This means they could potentially qualify for up to $35,000 in need-based aid. Now, if they apply to a college with a cost of attendance of $25,000, their demonstrated need would be $10,000. Same student, same FAFSA, different need amount because of the college costs. Generally speaking, a lower SAI means more potential aid. An SAI of 0 indicates maximum need-based aid eligibility, including full Pell Grant eligibility. As the SAI increases, need-based aid eligibility decreases. But remember, even with a higher SAI, students can still qualify for merit-based scholarships and federal loans. Once your FAFSA is processed, it gets sent to all the schools you listed. The schools then use this information to craft your financial aid package. They can't create an offer until a student is admitted, so financial aid offers typically come with or shortly after acceptance letters. For most schools, financial aid offers come out between mid-March and early April. This timing can be frustrating because deposit deadlines are usually May 1st, giving families just a few weeks to compare offers and make decisions. When you finally receive those financial aid offers, they'll include several types of aid. 1. Grants. This is free money based primarily on financial aid, federal, like Pell Grants, or state grants, or institutional grants. 2. Scholarships. This is free money based primarily on merit or specific criteria like academic achievement, athletic ability, special talents or interests, or demographic characteristics. 3. Work-study. This is money earned through part-time employment on campus. And 4. Loans. This is borrowed money that must be repaid with interest. This can be federal student loans, direct subsidized or unsubsidized, federal Parent Plus loans, or private loans that are not part of your aid package, but sometimes are mentioned. Now, financial aid offers can be confusing because every school formats them differently. Here's what a typical award letter might look like. Notice how this one doesn't clearly distinguish between grants, scholarships, and loans. This is why you need to read these carefully. Here's the same letter with everything categorized properly. See how different it looks when we separate the free money from loans? The package includes $20,000 in grants and scholarships, $5,500 in federal student loans, and a $10,000 Parent Plus loan. That's very different from the $35,500 in financial aid. Now watch out for these red flags in financial aid offers. loans listed as awards without clear labeling, front-loaded scholarships that decrease after freshman year, scholarships with difficult GPA requirements to maintain, work studies listed at the maximum possible earnings level, Parent Plus loans that are automatically included, and missing or vague cost of attendance figures. Some of you may be selected for a process called verification. Think of this as the FAFSA's version of an IRS audit. About 20% of FAFSA filers are selected, either randomly or because of inconsistent information. Now, if you're selected, the college will request additional documentation to verify the information on your FAFSA. This might include tax transcripts, proof of income, or household size verification. Don't panic if this happens to you. Just respond promptly with the requested documents. Now, what if your financial aid offer isn't enough? You can appeal. This is especially important if your financial situation has changed since the tax year used on your FAFSA. Valid reasons for appeal include a job loss or reduction in your income, medical expenses that aren't covered by insurance, support of extended family members, a natural disaster affecting your finances, one-time income events that inflated your tax return, or competing offers from other schools. Here's a simple template for a financial aid appeal. Notice it's polite, specific about circumstances, includes documentation, and expresses continued interest in the school. I've had students receive anywhere from $2,000 to $15,000 and additionally through well-crafted appeals. Once you have all your offers, you'll need to 1. Compare them carefully. We'll cover this more in Section 6. 2. Accept or decline each component of your chosen offer. 3. Complete any additional requirements like loan entrance counseling. And 4. Watch for verification or additional information requests. All right, when we come back, we're going to dive into strategies for maximizing your aid eligibility.